I was always climbing on trees, climbing on fences. My dad took me when I was like 11 years old. I took right to it and actually entered a climbing competition and won, and started to realize like, hey, this is something I'm kind of good at. Hi, I'm Natasha Barnes. I am a rock climber and powerlifter. My goals when I started climbing were to compete in competitions and be the best at climbing competitions. And that was like the driving force for a long time. I think if we had Kaya back then, it would be a lot easier to track progress, a lot easier to see progress. Like sometimes you're training for climbing and you don't know if you're getting better because there's nothing attached to it. When I was a professional climber, what I would do was like, okay, cool, I climbed a V7, where's the V8? Okay, I climbed a V8, where's the V9? You can start climbing up the grades like that, but eventually you're gonna plateau that way or you're gonna get an injury, which is what happened with me. I'd already been climbing for 15 years and I took 6 years off because I was struggling with a bunch of climbing related injuries that I wasn't sure how to deal with, and they were kind of stopping me from climbing the way that I wanted to climb. When I was getting back into it, I definitely was worried about getting finger injuries because that's usually the thing that happens for most climbers if they ramp back into climbing too quickly. One of the things that I like about Kaya is the badges. Getting your solid badge really forces you to spend time at a grade to get solid there. You can spend time like filling out all your V3s and then filling out all your V4s and working your way up that way. And it's a really fun way to be doing the climbing that you need to get back to where you want to be. Being patient with your climbing progress is difficult, but I think having some metrics tied to it that you can look at and make sure that you're pacing yourself well is really important. Getting back into climbing was really fun. I remembered the joy of climbing. I remembered all of the things that I liked about it. It felt good. It felt like home. I remembered how fun it was to climb. The stats on Kaya really opened my eyes to what my climbing sessions actually look like and what things look like week to week and month to month. I think the most important advice for climbers at any level that I can give is to track your climbing sessions. Becoming a better climber is knowing where you are. What are your strengths and weaknesses in climbing? What do your climbing sessions even look like to begin with? And if you're not tracking, then how can you identify the deficits in your climbing without that?